Bandai Namco's newest IP gives another proof that even though you may not see the favorites that you knew before, Bandai Namco is still bringing out big hits. This is my review to Scarlet Nexus, and for the sake of this review, I'm gonna do it in a non-spoiler style, meaning I will not show any clips from the story, but I will talk to you minor spoilers of the story without going too deep into things that is in the story further. In short, I will only cover what was only been shown by the anime as of both reviews. For this, we're going to talk about the Yuito arc of the story, and then after I finish Kasane in the next couple of months, I'll do the same review. And I might do another review where I just combine all of them together. So let's begin and talk about Yuito and who he is. What's his story, what's his goal, his gameplay, and how this game stacks up to other action RPGs that Bandai Namco has made. Now, Yuito's story is really simple, but not in a bad way. When Yuito was young, he was saved by an OSF member who shockingly looks like Kasane. So then he wanted to join the OSF when he gets older. Finally, he got his chance to become a cadet for the OSF, as well with his friend Nagi. The two, of course, now cadets, end up getting into a fight against the other enemy, Kasane and her sister Naomi. After that, the two were placed in the Kaito platoon, meeting new friends, and the rest is history. Well, what I can tell you. So that's where I will just let you know about the story. I won't tell you too much outside the fact that things start to get real about Yuito's story, about Yuito's family, his character, and you learn a lot more about him. The best way to say Yuito is very optimistic, and he sees a little bit of good in others, or at least he has enough trust to trust them again. Especially stuff with Kasane, or things about Kigoro. He still puts faith in them. He's good. He shows to be a pretty good friend to a lot of his fellow platoon members, Hanabi, as well as Tsugumi. He's shown to be good friends and finds a lot of things that they all have they share about. For example, Tsugumi loves plants. By her quiet nature, she has somebody she really likes. Hanabi and Yuito are pretty close friends. They're a childhood friend, but in this case where you know that Hanabi never have a chance, she might have a chance because Yuito does not have romantic feelings for Kasane. I will tell you this. Yuito does not have romantic feelings for Kasane. So, now I've talked about a little bit of the story, I guess. There is a lot. You could say that, this game is very much Yuito's story. And what makes Yuito interesting is a lot of the trials he goes through. When it comes to his powers and what he learns of it. When he becomes the now leader of the platoon, it puts a lot of work on what he should do as a leader. And even when, despite what talking to Kasane's group, he still trusts them and wants to at least reach out to them on why they're doing all this. That's all I can really tell you. So let's talk about his gameplay a bit. Yuito was pretty fun to play. Especially considering I'm a big fan of, close combat fighters, and, I like swords a lot. His power is psychokinesis, same as Kasane. He uses a katana in battle, which can be used more close combat, can do a AoE attack where you can make a circle around you. It's mostly used for like doing a little bit of damage to combos, but your much combos come from your psychokinesis attacks, where you of course control something to be thrown at them, which course uses up energy. So always remember to attack if you want to use it. And the more you train up your follow-up attacks, you can keep going and keep the combo going. Trust me, it is very fun to combo into his attacks and go into another attack again. Yuito's platoon has several members with different abilities, and you can link with their powers with SAS. You have Luca, whose power is to teleport. Gemma, who can increase his strength. Hanabi, who has power of pyrokinesis. Tsugumi, who has clairvoyance. Well, yeah, and that's pretty much his team. And each of their power and abilities are very useful, so always make sure that you always set up how you want to use them. Hanabi's very good at dealing with enemies that have oil. Luca is very useful for teleporting and attacking enemies. Gemma is very good for his increased strength. And Tsugumi is good for seeing enemies that cannot be normally seen. So it's always good to make sure that you use their powers right. And also make sure you do the Bond episodes. Now, the Bond episodes are to make sure you don't feel like you're discouraged to do them. These are not like romantic kind of stuff. They're more about character building to Yuito, Kasane, to his platoon and other members of not part of his platoon. It serves as kind of a bit of development to each character. You learn a little bit more about them from these stories. You can learn a lot about Kasane's members from their events. You can also do this with them, and they kind of get a little bit of more interesting stuff. Like, you see a lot when you with Arashi. You see a lot of that more like, you know, not the idol side of her that she shows in public, but that more relaxed side of it. That kind of relaxed kind of attitude she already has. And you kind of see that personality come out more, and she does look out for him. Same thing for like Kyoko, who you kind of get a good mother, big sister, mother-like vibe from her. Just don't let her cook. I'm worried about what kind of trouble she about cooking in the Kasane route, so I'm ready for that. Like, oh dear God, I do not want her ever cooking. She scares me. I feel she scares me. You learn a lot about Luca, who's, despite his small little frame, small little body, he really likes to work. He really has a big regimen of working out. Gemma, you got the idea that he's the oldest, and you know he should probably retire someday, even though he doesn't think about relationships. Hanabi, you kind of want to know what her future is, and Kasumi is all about kind of looking for a plant to give to Yuito. You know, and also just see her become a lot more open to others. It's all about the relationships and bonds with these characters who have to help you not only grow their bonds, but your powers as well. So, the one thing I can say about playing as Yuito is that always remember that always make sure to combo your attacks in with your major attacks with your katana, and then use your psychokinesis. Always keep switching up using each of your SASs and keep improving them. Make sure you do the Bond episodes to obtain them and give them gifts. Trust me, it takes a while to know what kind of gifts they like, but just make sure you do it. So always make sure you do it if your first time. You'll probably be at least level 5 for most of the characters, which is fine. That's good. So I really do hope this review gives you a good idea of Scarlet Nexus, as I do want to do reviews someday. I want to do a good job of giving people a reason to play this game. but I also want to do a good job of not spoiling too much. So I hope this review was very helpful. If you like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what kind of game, what you think of the game. If you enjoy it. I do enjoy the game. I feel it is different, and I feel like a lot of people probably will think it, they don't like it because it's short, because anime, the cutscenes, or the story is cliche, predictable, the kind of the usual jargon we deal with all the time. So I'll see you next time for the Kasane review. So it's me, Okirock99, saying take care and have a nice day. Goodbye.